Now friends, we have come to know that it is almost impossible to kill Knull while having Necro Sword. But yes, if Knull's Necro Sword is somehow removed from him, then will it be easy to kill Knull? So the answer is yes and no. No, because Knull is very powerful, and that is why Knull is not dependent on his Necro Sword. But yes, it is also true that Knull becomes weak due to the absence of Necro Sword, and that is why at the time when Knull does not have Necro Sword in his hands. That is, if Knull is unarmed, then Knull can probably be killed with the help of other powerful weapons of the Marvel Universe. Number 10, Destroyer Armor. So Destroyer Armor is the armor of a weapon, which has been created by the Allfather of the Asgards. Odin created the Dister from Asgardian metal, but Odin used his magic to make it so strong that the Dister armor is considered stronger than even the Oru metal in the Marvel comics. The Dister's job is to protect Odin's bolts, and not just that. In Marvel Comics, the Destroyer armor is considered to be one of the most powerful weapons. And not only this, in the comics, the Destroyer has also fought with Celestials. All the Celestials who have created the universe, and if we talk about Knull, then this weapon named Destroy Armor is very strong in front of Knull, and that is because Destroy is not only very strong, but also emits fire from its body, and fire is such a thing that weakens Knull, due to which Destroyer can cause a lot of damage to Knull with the help of this weapon. Number 9, Thunderbolt. So this Thunderbolt is the signature weapon of Zeus, the king of the Olympian gods. That is, it is the primary weapon that Zeus uses the most. Among all the Olympian gods, Zeus is the god of the sky and thunder. That is, among the Olympian gods, he is the god of lightning, and that is why his weapon, Thunderbolt, also has the power to strike thunder. And that is why with the help of this weapon, Zeus can amplify electricity, channel lightning, do thunder strikes on someone, and if he wants, he can also control all the weapons around him. And yes, just as fire is Knull's weakness, similarly lightning also causes a lot of damage to Knull, and that is why if a powerful Olympian god like Zeus attacks an unarmed Knull with his thunder weapons, then Knull can suffer a lot of damage at that time. Number 8, Melt Stick. So this weapon is basically such a powerful melting stick that it melts and destroys whoever comes in contact with it. And this weapon is used by Grandmaster in Marvel. Now, if we look at it, the Grandmaster we saw in MCU's or was no less than a joke according to the comics, and I am saying this because the Grandmaster in Marvel Comics is a very overpowered character. Even in the comics, Grandmaster is ranked among the top 10 most powerful characters of Marvel, and that is why Grandmaster has a melting stick. This is also a very powerful weapon, so powerful that it melts and turns into ashes whatever it touches. Even the powerful Asgardian Cord was scared of this melting stick, and Thor also knew that if Grandmaster wanted, he could kill him with his melting stick. And that is why if this melting stick is used against Knull, then Grandmaster's melting stick cannot be able to kill Knull, but it will definitely make him lifeless for some time. Number 7, God Killer. So God Killer is one such weapon of Marvel which has been shown very rarely even in the comics. Actually, the God Killer weapon is very powerful. Actually, the God Killer weapon is like a sword, which was created in the comics by Blacksmith. And this Blacksmith is the same character who has created the Muramasa blade for Wolverine. Actually, in an event of the comics, there is a fight between the Greek gods and Japanese gods, and then to win that war and to kill Amatsu Mikabashi, the king of the Olympian gods, Geo, goes directly to Blacksmith and asks him to make such a powerful weapon that can kill an extremely powerful character like Mikabashi, and then Blacksmith creates it. This God Killer weapon is very powerful, and as is evident from its name, it seems that this weapon has the power to kill even the most powerful gods. Number 7, Phoenix Blade. Now this Phoenix Blade is such a powerful blade that has the powers of the Phoenix Force itself. The same Phoenix Force is considered to be one of the most powerful entities in Marvel. And now, because this blade has the power of Phoenix inside it, that is why the blade can cut everything that comes in front of it, no matter who is standing in front of it. The Phoenix Blade does not make any difference to it and that is why this is not confirmed, but I can definitely say that with the use of Phoenix Blade, Knull's body parts can also be cut. However, it is a different matter that Knull can regrow his body parts again. Number 5. Odins Sword. So this sword is the most powerful weapon of God. A weapon that has the power to destroy the entire universe, and now, because the weapon is so powerful and dangerous, that is why even Odin himself uses this weapon very rarely. Using this weapon of Odin, Thor has killed Serpent in just one attack. In the comics, Odin also fought Celestials using this sword. By the way, remember here we are considering Knull without Nacro Sword, because if Knull is with his Nacro Sword, then whoever comes in front of Knull with these weapons, Knull will kill them all. Number 4. Ultimate Nullifier. So Ultimate Nullifier is such a powerful weapon of Marvel that can destroy anything by its use. Anything means anything. This powerful weapon has been created inside Marvel Comics. Whenever this weapon made by Vouchers has been used on anyone, every time Ultimate Nullifier has worked on the person in front of him, and now, because this weapon is so powerful, there is a high possibility that this weapon will work against Knull as well. Number 3. Stormbreaker. Stormbreaker is the most powerful weapon of the god of Thunderthor, and if we believe Dwarf Eddery of Natawheeler, then according to Eddery, Stormbreaker is the most powerful weapon of Ace card till date, and that is why Stormbreaker should be used. Stormbreaker is such a powerful weapon made of Oru metal that it can cut anything. Not only this, it enhances the lightning power of Thor so much that with Stormbreaker, Thor can kill an entire army with just one attack, and we saw a great example of this in Avengers Infinity War, because there, as Thor got Stormbreaker, he entered Wakanda and destroyed Thanos' huge army in the blink of an eye. Stormbreaker is that this weapon will show its power only when it is in Thor's hands. Stormbreaker will show its power only when it is in Thor's hands. Number 2 is Twilight Sword. It is the weapon of Surtur. The same Surtur who rules the Muspelheim, Surtur himself is an extremely powerful character. He is such a powerful character that if he is with his eternal form, then it is not possible for characters like Odin and Thor to defeat him. If we talk about Surtur's weapon Twilight Sword, then this is his powerful weapon. The toilet soda is completely filled with fire and lava by forcing the powers of an entire galaxy. And as we all know, fire is Knull's weakness, due to which Knull does not get affected much, but he definitely becomes a little weak, and that is why, friends, if Twilight Soda is used on Knull, then Knull can have a lot of trouble with this weapon. Number 1. Mjolnir. Mjolnir is the primary weapon of the god of Thunder Thor, and in Marvel Comics, it is also considered Thor's signature weapon. Mjolnir is a very iconic weapon of Marvel because the kind of special powers and abilities that are in Mjolnir, no other weapon has the same speciality. It works according to the wishes of its builder, and not only this, but its specialty is that whoever is not capable of it can never lift it. If you all know the story of King and Black, then you all must have seen that when God Venom comes to kill Knull, then he uses the Silver Sulfur Surboard and Thor's Hammer Mjolnir to create his ultimate weapon, and then such a powerful weapon is created. Knull himself does not have the answer to this weapon, and friends, if we see, in that scene we are told that Mjolnir is such a powerful weapon that it has the power to kill even a primordial god like Knull, and that is why Mjolnir is such a weapon that Knull can be killed or defeated with its proper use. So friends, this was a video on Marvel Top 10 Powerful Weapons, which have the powers to defeat Knull. By the way, how did you like this video? Do tell me in the comments, and if you want to see a video on some other topic, then do tell about that topic in the comments, and subscribe Super Comics for more videos like these.